But at the end of the day, this is your project, and this is.
I can't believe it. I was trying so hard
Are
to fight
you
it.
kidding me?
Oh, I got another one.
Oh,
No, maybe not. Yeah, sorry.
do you want to wait? Do you want to wait until I start talking?
That is so cool.
You're so cute. My family just completed a huge kitchen renovation. We turned 2 old rooms into one beautiful new space. I learned so much from the process, the problems, and the pros who helped me. It's hard to believe anything could have prepared us for the madness, but even still, here are 10 things I wish I'd known before redoing my kitchen. What do you think? Your work at work.
Yeah, I love it,
It's
Joe.
so good.
Design really can solve your problems. And the more honest you are with your designer, the better the final outcome is going to be. For example, we never cooked fish in our house because the entire place would smell like fish for days. So when we told that to Jean, she created an alcove in her design, which would keep all of those cooking smells collected in one place.
We have, at this point, we have deep fried, we have made fish, and everything stays here and goes right up. And then these beautiful little niches to have things right at your hands, but not have them cluttering the counter has been fantastic.
And why not? It's stud space.
No, totally. Why not make it useful?
But there are a lot of things designers know and think of that, frankly, most people can't. When Jean told us that she wanted to separate the refrigerator and the freezer, we were completely confused.
It just was never on the periphery of any idea I ever had about anything, ever.
Yeah, it made my head explode a little bit.
Yeah.
But I can't figure out why it's a bad
Why
thing.
it's a bad thing. I'm
know
not
that
like,
it
oh,
is.
just spit at you, I'm sorry. Oops, sorry.
Okay.
Cut that spit. But also, honestly, having the fridge here and the freezer there has not interrupted one single beat of this family.
Awesome.
It's like, good. It was the right way to use the space.
There wasn't a day of awkwardness with it. It just seems to be the way it should be. That's
One time I had to take something from the fridge to the freezer. One time.
good. She did it.
I did it. I made it from one side of the kitchen to the other. I only had to rest once.
But luckily there's a lot of water available
There's so
on the
much
way.
water available.
Trusting your designer is really important, but so is speaking your mind. And most designers understand how to work with their clients so that they can be collaborative. For example, I had this idea that I really wanted a cookbook wall in my kitchen because I love cookbooks and I've been collecting them for years. And when I raised it to Jean, she actually had the perfect place for it, so we were able to make it work.
I asked you about cookbooks.
Yes.
And that was a moment.
I saw this on Pinterest, which I'm sure is your least favorite phrase to hear. Again, I was on Pinterest. I'm sorry. This seemed like the right solution, but also a good use of this wall.
It's like it's art. And
Yeah.
it's an art that is important to you with all the cooking.
Well, totally.
I love it.
And also what's nice too is that the painters painted it the same Benjamin Moore white. So they just sort of like kind
so
of
they just-
disappear.
yeah.
They're like not even there.
Do not underestimate the storage that you need in a kitchen. Every corner of this kitchen was maximized, from the drawer space where we keep our dishes, to the drawers that have dividers for all of our different pieces, to the cabinets that have containers filled with food.
Quality. This is a good. This
Look
is
at your Rice Krispies are not on the floor.
I know.
They're
Oh my God, that's right. The last time we looked at it, they were like laying on the ground.
yes, in the pantry.
Oh my God, that's right. So
Okay.
please be aware of like what you're about to see.
Okay.
Like clearly the Rice Krispies should not be on their side, stacked on
know.
top of a bunch of seltzer bottles. And now they're up and where they're supposed to be at
There you
normal
go.
height.
I don't think I understood how much our Caesar stone was going to transform the look of the place from the get-go. But what's really incredible about this surface is that it doesn't just function well, it really looks beautiful. We use those ledges to show off everything, and we use the space behind the sink as a place to hold plants and stuff. It's easy to focus on the big things, but don't forget the little things too. Jean was really helpful with that. She had thought of putting those pretty little jewel box lights in the alcove, for example. Also, she really thought about the hardware. On some places, she put poles, but on other places, she put knobs, so everything looks like furniture. It was something I never would have thought of. But when we were thinking about details, we really wanted to think of things that were going to keep our family together. So, for example, we put these outlets in the island so our kids, when they were on their phones and such, would be able to plug in and hang out.
And they do their homework, they sit and have breakfast, they watch their YouTube videos. So we spend as a family a lot of time here now. It's amazing.
Lighting is complicated, and you really need an expert to guide you through it. In a kitchen, you need big overall lighting for the space, and you need focused lighting to do little tiny tasks.
Then there has to be a mixture of light. So if it's all on, it's bright and light and wonderful, but it can all be toned for whatever purpose they need.
But things cost money, especially things like cabinetry, where somebody is making these things and creating them especially for your space.
I mean, I'm under the impression after watching a lot of TV that you can get a kitchen renovated for $25,000 and in 4 weeks.
It's not possible. There's a really easy way I've discovered to get an idea of how much it should cost. And I have people go and pick out the appliance package that they want. Retail prices are available to see online. And I suggest that they multiply their appliance package times 6. And that's probably what their kitchen is going to cost. So if they get a very budget-friendly appliance package, all the other elements are probably going to be that same level of fit and finish. And so it works out. If you get high-end appliances that all have to be custom fit into custom cabinetry and have all these bells and whistles, you multiply times 6 because everything in the kitchen is going to need to be at that level.
And while yes, you should definitely plan to go over your budget, you should also not be afraid to save. And a good designer can help you do that. When we were looking at the lighting, we knew we wanted to spend on the things that we were going to see. But when it came to the recessed lighting, we sort of thought maybe this is a way for us to save. And so we ended up just going with simple builder grade cans. It was just one little way that we could keep the budget in check. When they removed the bulkhead from our old kitchen, we found there was a pipe running from the upstairs bathrooms. If we were to push it up into the ceiling to make it completely seamless, it would have cost a lot of money. Instead, it only cost a little bit of extra money to hide it.
Budget has to say something. There is a fact that there is a budget, and there was no money in the budget to do anything but just wrap the pipes with drywall.
Our dishes were 20 years old. We got them when we got married. And so we decided to upgrade them with these new ones from Lennox that just finish off the space perfectly.
I love it. It's so well designed. That's a good investment. Do I walk away? The table setting that we're going to do at Joe's, we may use some of her mom's vintage stuff from Lennox that her mom passed down from her. Mothers give their daughters what was theirs, and what do you do with it? You know, it's like, oh, it's so old-fashioned, but if you mix it with something fresh and clean and modern, it works, you know? That's the art of setting a table.
You can look at fixtures, you can look at finishes, you can look at paint colors all you want, but until you're like living in the space with the light and your family, like that's what brings the space to life. It's been a thrill, like an absolute thrill. Everything turned out amazing, and I honestly can't thank you enough. You have legitimately changed my family's life.
The kitchen is where life is. It's where life happens for people.
Totally.
So to be part of something that makes it better, I love it.
More people need to just jump in and take the plunge because it is without question worth it.
Yeah. Ah, Joe. I love working with you.
Same, truly same. We're friends now for life.
It's true.